Hello everyone, this is Kuroku Speaks again with my second review, which is actually really exciting because I was partially worried that the first review wasn't going to go over well or wasn't going to do really good, so I'm kind of happy to see that people did want a second review. And like I said, I'm offering reviews if anyone wants me to. I'm not like expecting it, but I think it's fun, so um I wanted to say really quick that someone notified me yesterday that I was mispronouncing critiquing, and I didn't realize it and I apologize because where I live, we don't call it that. We actually pronounce it as like you're critiquing someone. Like, we're a bunch of rednecks, so I guess that's why. But yeah, we call it critiquing instead of critiquing. Critiquing. So I'm just gonna start probably saying review and reviewing because I don't want a bunch of people all like, nah, nah, bruh. So, um, hold on, let me find this bio. Where did it go? I had it. I knew I should have made a folder for it. Today I am reviewing a creepypasta OC, and that actually really excites me because I do like creepypasta. And the person who asked me to review their OC is actually a review slash ranter herself, and I'm really excited because I'm going to sound like a total sap, but I actually really do love her videos and stuff, so it made me excited when she came to my page and asked me to. Well, came to my journal, so. Okay, hold on. I'm pulling it up. So much stuff. Okay. So, the bio is long, kinda. And I'm not saying that as like, oh, it's so long, but it's long, so I'm going to go through most of it. I'm going to read through it, so everyone bear with me. So, okay. Okay, so the basic info. Full name, Mia Ricci. Is it Ricci? Okay, I think it's Ricci, or is it Ricci? Because the way it's spelled, I think of Tiki Toby. I think that right off the bat, you should probably put um, pronunciation help. Because, like, I know that, like, everyone pronounces things differently. I mean, even with my name, like, I'll be like, my name's, like, even just Annie, everyone mispronounces it, and I don't understand how, but people don't understand how to pronounce my name correctly. So, I mean, mispronunciation is a normal thing. So maybe just try to put like a little in parentheses like how to pronounce at least her last name, because I think Mia is pretty obvious unless people are like Maya. Oh shoot, is it Maya? I'm a noob, don't mind me. Okay. Anyway, so I'm gonna go with Mia Ricci for now. I apologize if I just butchered that. Okay, gender female, age 19, date of birth January the 3rd, 1996. Okay. All these characters are older than I am, gosh darn it. Place of birth, Lucky Heights, Washington. Hey, you're actually really you're really descriptive. Like, you have like exact places. You aren't like, oh, in that one state with some stuff. Race and species, human. Native language, English. Language is spoken, English. How old is she? She's 19. So, does she, because on the bottom it says her occupation is student. So, then if that's true, do you think she would know more than just English? Because, like, I know that nowadays it's almost required to know at least another language. I mean, I don't. I know a little bit of German, but I don't know, like, Spanish or anything. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I think, like, I'm one of those people where I see, like, a lot of characters having more than one language, and I think it's actually pretty helpful. But, I mean, at least you're not, like, listing out all of these different languages, like, oh, she knows language of the aliens and all that bullcrap. Zodiac sign, Capricorn. Religion, science. Don't they have like a, what is it called? Like, don't they have a name? Aren't they like evolutionists? Is that right? I'm Christian, so pardon me if I'm like insulting anyone. I thought like the religion was like you're an evolutionist because you believe in it. I mean, I could be totally wrong and pissing off a lot of people. So, occupation before becoming a pasta is student. Yeah. So, are they dead? No. Hey, again, that's actually unique. Medical info, blood type, AB, mental disorder, sociopath. She desires to hurt people just to entertain herself. She gets bored easily. She was always like this, even as a kid. She liked hurting everything from other children, only when really angry, to animals when bored. That reminds me, like, that's actually really pretty accurate, because I remember a video game like that where they had this one guy that would go out and he found like a hamster. Him and his friend bought a hamster and he's like, hey, let's beat it. And it was like, wait, no. And he was just so like, you know, it was like he got such a sick kick out of it. And I was like, no, why would you do that? ADP, auditory processing disorder. Huh. Cannot fully interpret the sounds she hears, makes her paranoid and introverted since she can't fully analyze natural ground noises. That's actually really interesting. Like, that's pretty good. I like that. Okay, thossophobia. What is it with these names? Thossophobia? Is that how it's pronounced? Fear of boredom. And I'm just gonna butcher these. Okay, the fear of being ridiculed. But if she's a sociopath, cause no wait, I'm confused. Cause aren't sociopaths, don't they just not like have any real feeling? I could be wrong, because I read a story like that where the guy didn't have like any actual emotion. He had a fake emotion because he didn't have anything other than like anger. Because I don't know, would you really have a fear of being bored? That's actually a really weird fear. Huh. That's interesting. I don't know. I like the fear of being ridiculed, because I mean, like, I can understand that fear. Allergies, peanuts. Oh, that's such a well-known allergy. Habits. She taps her hands. She closes her eyes while thinking very hard. Listens to Mozart while killing. What? Like, oh, let me put on some Mozart. I'm just gonna go slaughter this man right here. Gets paranoid when she cannot think her way out of a problem. Starts to lose control of her thought process under large amounts of stress. Hey, that's actually kind of similar. I have a OC kind of like that, where it's like, but she gets angry and she loses like all her control, and she goes from really smart and super like strategic to just flat out swinging a pan at your face. So that's actually really nice. Like, I like that. Starts to lose control. I think that's really good, because again, like, she's not like perfect right there. It shows right there that she's got weak points. She taps her hands. I like that. I still like the listens to Mozart part. Okay, powers / special abilities. She has a photographic memory, and it helps her. Oh, excuse me while I put in random words. And it helps that she reads a lot of books. Has a high IQ. That's good. Photograph. I want one of those because my memory is horrible. Okay, height 5'5", weight 145. Wow, she actually has a weight. It's not unknown. Hair light blonde. Hairstyle medium length, wavy. Eye color light brown. Piercings none. Tattoos none. A birthmark on her back, shaped like a splat. Slightly pale but not sickly. Clothing style, she wears a brown and pink color palette. usually wears tights and sneakers normally. She always wears a yin and yang necklace. Usually has a baby powder scent. Love that. Weapons. A shot with a disease she called the Moor. Wow! She has a photographic memory. She used it to her advantage to read many books on both medicine and poisons. After many experiments in the basement, the Moor was born. She tested on as what? Oh, I think, is that misspell? She tested on as squirrel. Okay, yeah, so I think it's on a squirrel that ended up ripping out its own. Oh, it ripped out its own throat. Well then. Well then. That sounds like a very bad disease. Holy. Ow. Like, oh. I like this so far. It's actually pretty good. A shot called the Moor. That's never seen without her yin and yang necklace. Okay. Personality. Overall, she's a very smart girl who came from a kind family. She was a lot colder and more logical as a child. When she was younger, she'd get in angry fits and was not able to control herself. As she got older, when in an angry fit, she tries to cause as much pain as possible to people in her way, but she can control herself in these fits. She just chooses not to. She's also She's also a very strategic girl who will charm and manipulate you into falling into her plan, whatever it may be. She tends to be very two-faced as well in public, being a kind, social person, but when she's alone, / in her mind, palace, well, she's a lot more cruel and calculating. She has many different plans for people. Oh no, I'm just throwing words out there again. She has many different plans for each possible step you'll take. While she knows she may not be physically strong, she can outthink just about anybody, making traps for all of her victims' possible moves. She likes to also taunt her victims mostly, but right before they're going to get killed. Edit. Not wanting to go deep into her backstory yet, because I'm currently writing her story. Okay. I'm trying to think of what to critic, because this is actually pretty freaking good. Wow. Okay. Oh, shoot. And you said you're not trying to go into too much detail. Well, shoot, because I'm like, well, if you're going into her backstory, and you're not there yet, because I was going to say, like, at least go into, at least explain why she started, like, this huge disease epidemic. Because, I mean, like, I know she's a sociopath, but, I mean, not every sociopath just goes out and goes, I'm gonna make a disease and kill everyone, ma! You know, like, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong. I think that's how, not all sociopaths do that. I'd hope not. I like the angry fits. Like, Are people just born with sociopathy, or is it sometimes developed? Because I think you can be born with it, can't you? Because then that makes sense. She sounds almost like she'd be like the family's like one downside. Like everyone's like, the family's so great except for their daughter. They're that one child. Okay, personality traits. Two-faced. Patient, resourceful, distrusting, responsible, calm, selfish, proud, paranoid when stressed. INTJ personality type. Extremely high intelligence. I don't think that's really a personality trait, is it? Like, I don't think that has to do with her personality. I think this just has to do with her, like, her mental. Possesses ability to formulate and carry out sophisticated plans. Strong ability to understand and predict human behavior. Strong strategically. Inability to feel remorse or guilt for actions. Inability to sympathize with others. Sadistic inability to cope with boredom properly. Manipulative and deceitful. Strong desire for chaos and disorder, extremely large ego, disregard for authority, indifference to the wants and needs of others, prone to obsession, tendency to identify and exploit weakness of others. Hedonist? Huh? Excuse me while I go grab a dictionary. Uses dominant body language, hands in pockets, walks with hands behind back. Is hands in pockets really a dominant trait? I guess, like, if it's, like, your thumb, I'm just guessing, but isn't it, like, when your thumb's outside and you have your hands, like, walks with her back, like, really, really straight and stuff? Because, like, sometimes if you put your hands in your pocket, you're showing a, more submissive thing, because, like, you hunch your back over. So maybe you should also clarify, like, hands in pockets combo walks, like, straight up, because, like, I walk with a hunch, because I'm stupid. And then walking with hands behind back. I do that a lot, actually. And extremely observant and perceptive to details. Because that has to do with her photographic memory, doesn't it? God, that's like a paragraph of just personality. Holy crap, that's really cool. Likes peppermint, apples, books. Winning. Proving people wrong, world history, strategy, probability, statistics, and she really likes science. She likes scary movies and a lot of gore. And she'll even watch an anime or two if they are a horror element they're up to her liking. Well, now I'm kind of scared because that sounds a lot like me. I love gore. I like all of that stuff. Okay, dislikes, losing, being ridiculed, boredom, lack of mental activity, being out of thought, letting victims live. Right there, I feel like maybe you should have a bit more to her dislikes, because, I mean, I'm not saying you have to. Hold on, what? Yeah, I feel like maybe you should have a few more dislikes, because, like, you have, like, 11 likes and then, like, 6 dislikes. And it's not, like, one of those, like, OCD things, like, oh, but I'm one of those people where I feel like, you know, you should at least try to get close to balancing it out, because, maybe you could say, like, she doesn't like, cute, happy things or happy endings, like, since she's a sociopath and she's kind of demented, maybe she doesn't like, happy endings for, like, movies, like Disney movies. Like, Disney movies always have those happy endings that there are some happy endings I kind of wish wouldn't happen. So, I mean, it's not like an unnatural thing. Hobbies, reading, doing experiments, studying, playing chess, satisfying her curiosity. Would manipulating others be a hobby? Because, it sounds like she kind of enjoys manipulating people into helping her. Like, she could, like, practice new techniques into that. Most prized possession. Her creation, the more. Nice. Hold on, you know what? I have to type in this word because I don't know what it means, and I feel really dumb for not knowing it. Okay. Hedonist is a person who believes that the pursuit of pleasure is the most important thing in life. Oh! Well, don't I feel stupid? Okay. Inability to feel remorse or guilt for actions. Inability to sympathize. Oh, these are her flaws, by the way. I don't think I said that. With others. Inability to feel remorse or guilt for... Okay, you repeated... Oh, okay. You repeated inability to feel remorse and guilt for others, inability to sympathize with others twice. So, just so you know that. Inability to cope with boredom properly. You repeated hedonist twice as well. And then paranoid when stressed. Yeah, that would be. But wouldn't planning all those traps be kind of stressful? Well, then again, she's really smart. I wouldn't know, so. Okay, obnoxious people are her pet peeve. That's nice. Worst way to die, slowly and painfully. Best way to die, a quick, painless death. Is that like... Is that like her way to die? Or is it like the person's way to die? Because if it's like her way to die, Like maybe she has like a worst fear of how she'd die. Maybe like go into that, be like maybe her worst fear of death is like her own creation being used against her. Like someone else injects her with her disease, which that would be really messed up. And the best way to die would be like something like shot through the heart, have her head cut off, something quick. Worst way to kill, quick and painless. Nice. Best way to kill, how they kill. Infecting them with a disease that will affect after a time period. Until then, she can torture. Oh, and when they disease. Okay, grammar. And when the disease is about to take effect, she'll let them go and run. Then she watches them kill themselves as they claw out their own throats. Ow. God. So, like, is this disease, is it something that, like, burns their throat? Is it, like, something that, like, takes over their body and they can't control it? Or, like, because all I know is, like, they're just random thing, like, they're just randomly clawing out their throats, and that's, like, either way, that sounds horrible. But you'd think, like, she would start, like, trying to investigate why people are doing it. So, like, maybe in your bio, explain what effect it has on people. Like, I'm not saying in this one, but, like, when you actually get more of her info out, maybe start figuring that out. I got lost. Let me find it again. Okay, targets to killing. Whoever piques her interest and she feels like she'll have fun with them. Usually confident people or very intelligent people. Sometimes those that she's known in the past. Do you think anyone who's ridiculed her would be a target? Like, I'm going off of things that I remember from, like, different movies and games, and I remember, I don't know if anyone knows the game I'm gonna be talking about. I'm talking about, because I forget the name, Corpse Party? I know, like, there's gonna be, like, 5 people like, oh, you're so stupid, of course I knew that. But, yeah, no, but they have a guy, I can't remember his name right now, but they had a guy, and he went, and he was a sociopath. Like, he thought if he had, like, a little sister, he would change, but he didn't. He was crazy. But, like, one thing he always did was he went after people that he claimed weren't really his friend at first. So I kind of was like, well, hey, what if this person does the same thing? Like, some of her targets, at least at first, were the people that ridiculed her and stuff, and then as she ran out of them, she went after the confident. Mottos. Why? That's your big question. It's quite the waste on your part, but if you must know the truth, it's because I was bored. I think it's nice that she's not someone who's like, why are you killing? Because the people told me to, or because I love so-and-so. It's actually just, she's like, meh, I was bored, why not kill him? Oh, they're running? This'll be interesting. Crush, greatest love, none. Love song, none. Theme song, never gonna give you up. No, my God, I can't ever. I'm gonna look at that song and I'm gonna be like, nope. Battle song. Romeo and Juliet, number 13. Dance of the Nights. Favorite season, winter. Least favorite season, summer. Hey! I like this girl. Favorite foods, apples and peppermints. Least favorite food, oranges, grapes, bacon. Nope, don't like her anymore. Favorite drink, milk, water, protein shakes. Least favorite, nope, she doesn't like soda, get out. Favorite colors are orange and blue. But then, wouldn't she be wearing her favorite colors? I mean, I'm not saying like, no, her least favorite number is 7. No, get out. Because it says that she wears the, like, purple and stuff. Doesn't, not purple. What am I talking about? Don't mind me. I'm just shouting out random crap. Yeah, because she usually wears brown with a pink color palette. But her least favorite color is pink. So wouldn't it be smarter if she had, like, even if it was just, like, brown with, like, a blue, like a light blue color palette or something? Because, I mean, if you're like, oh, I hate pink, and people are like, well, then why are you wearing pink? I mean, that's just me. I could be like, maybe that's another thing that fuels her anger. Favorite holiday is New Year's Eve. Least favorite holiday is Christmas. Her favorite numbers are 4, 6, 8, 13, and 26. Her least favorite number is 7. Her favorite animals are cats. Her least favorite animals are dogs and birds. She's into classical music, alternative, oldies, and gagaku. Her least favorite music is pop, rap, hip-hop, R&B. Can't blame her. Favorite shows: Higurashi no Naku Koro ni. I want to see that so bad. Stephen King film, Sherlock, Corpse Party. Oh, well, so now you know who I was talking about. And Evil Dead. Have you seen the game of Corpse Party? Because that's a lot better than the movie. The movie was like, hey, look, gore. But it wasn't even all that good gore. I was like, meh. Her least favorite shows are Dragon Ball Z and Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I can't blame her. Her favorite flowers are the monkshood and angel's trumpets. Her least favorite are the hydrangea. Favorite smells are lemons and coconuts. Least favorite are oranges and bacon. Favorite flavors are lemon and peppermint. Her least favorite are orange, bacon, and grapes. Okay. Favorite songs: Blood by My Chemical Romance, Never Gonna Give You Up, and then The Dance of the Nights. Least favorite songs: anything pop or rap. Favorite subjects: math, science, English, and history. If you get rid of math, I can, yeah. Least favorite subject: art, choir, and PE. Seiyu, voice actor, actress: Yukini Satsuki, Mion Sonozaki from Higurashi. Nice. Okay, family: mother, father, sibling, grandparents, etc. Name: Charlotte Ricci. Age 35. Gender: female. Hairstyle: long, pulled back. Hair color: light blonde. Eye color: blue eyes. Mia's view on him/her: a boring, plain old woman who gave birth to me. One thing though, the age. I don't really think the age works. The parent's age. The reason I say that is because I have a mom. I'm 16 and she's 40. So for her to be quite so young, she would have had to have her kid at a fairly young age. I'm not saying like it's impossible, because, well, shoot, how old would she have been? I'm trying to think, like, because, I don't know, that just makes her mom sound really young when she had her. Hold on a minute. The mom would have been 16 for her to have a 19-year-old daughter. So I would say at least make her in her 20s when she had her, or like at least like 19 if you have to. So she would be like close, if not in her 40s, just because, unless you want to say, oh yeah, she was a teen mom. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I think the age is a little bit off. And Aaron Ricci, age 36. Again, try to fix the age. Like clean cut and short man. Clean cut and short hair. Sorry, my bad. Hair color brown, eye color brown, and Mia's view: a weak, dorky man who thankfully gave me a bit of intelligence to start off with. You spelled off incorrectly. Rufus Cersei, age 67, male. Once again, I'm guessing he's Charlotte's grandma? Or Pardon me, I'm all over the place. Okay, I'm guessing that he's Charlotte's father. So, I think he would need to be a little bit older, would he not? Is it just me? No, maybe he wouldn't. No, well, wait. No, he's good, I think. Okay, hairstyle: balding. Oh, then. Hair color, gray. Eye color, dull gray color. What? Trying to keep it realistic. I have not seen anyone with gray eyes. I've seen them with blue-gray. I have blue-gray. But, a smart old man with dementia that was easy to trick. Well, Mia sounds like a very lovely girl. I'd love to meet her. Okay, so complete overview of my horrible, horrible review because I kept messing up everywhere. Overall, she's actually a very, like, original character. Like, I mean, she's got, she's still alive, which is like, holy crap, God forbid. I mean, anymore, all you see are these Jeff the Killer ripoffs who are dead. Or, there's Slenderman type characters, and they're all either alive or dead, or they're not even existing, they're ghosts and stuff, and it's great and all, but no one's really original anymore, and it's nice to see a little switch up here, because, I mean, she's technically a really interesting character. However, I think when you say she's a student, you should elaborate. Is she a college student? Because if she's 19, she would already be graduated from high school, especially with her level of education that she apparently seems to have. I think, yeah, you should probably clarify if she's a college student and what area she learned and was taking and stuff like that. Was she perhaps a biologist of sorts? Was she a zoologist? Zoology would actually be kind of interesting because of her more her demented nature. Perhaps, like, if you think about it, zoology could have been one of her favorite courses because we did do dissecting, and that was actually a lot of fun to a lot of people because you gotta cut something open. Sure, the smell was horrific, but I mean, you gotta cut open a bunch of dead animals. You kind of get a kick out of it. So maybe, like, clarify what kind of student she is, and stuff like that. Her name, you need to put how to pronounce it, because for people like me, we don't know how to pronounce names correctly. So we sit in a corner and sob to ourselves because we keep mispronouncing names. Her mental disorder is good. Both of her mental disorders are pretty good. Her phobias are good. I guess boredom. Maybe, would she have, like, a problem, not really a phobia, but would she have, like, a problem with stress? Like, isn't there, like I have, a problem with unnecessary stress. Like, I stress myself out over small things, or I'll be sitting in a room, and I won't actually have anything wrong, and I'll start stressing myself out, and I get, like, a really tight knot in my stomach, and it makes me sick to my stomach, and I don't have any reason why. So maybe, like, she has an unnecessary stress problem that sometimes happens. I like her powers and abilities. She's got the photographic memory. She's not overpowering or anything like that. Her height and weight are pretty good. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe, okay, she should have scars. And I'm not saying, like, because you said she doesn't have any, that it means she doesn't have any scars at all. But maybe, like, she has scars from her first battles, like her first attempts at killing people. So, like, maybe when someone fought back, they had, like, a ring. It could be, like, something like a ring or something, and they managed to hit her somewhere and cut her. And so she has a scar there. And maybe she keeps it as, like, her anger thing. Like, maybe it makes her angry because her kill wasn't perfect. Like, maybe she's a perfectionist. That would actually be a really good flaw, because if you think about it, perfectionists do not like to fail. It is actually a very big anger point for them. So, maybe she's a perfectionist. And so if she got hit somewhere, it would tick her off, and she could keep that as, like, her fuel point. I don't know, I'm pitching ideas. Okay, a birthmark, yeah, da, 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 da. I still feel like if she doesn't like pink, you should make it a different color, whether it be orange or blue. Because if she doesn't like pink, it doesn't make much sense for her to be wearing pink. She usually smells like baby powder. Is there a reason for that? Like, I don't mean like, oh, if there's not a reason, you can't have her be like that. I'm just asking, like, I kind of want to know if, like, does she have, like, little siblings? Does she go and murder babies? Her weapon is good. I like her weapon. But, so does she have, like, hold on. Because if she has it, and she made it in a basement, but she's also a killer, wouldn't that mean that she's kind of, like, running around? Would she still be living at home? Because, like, I know you said you weren't going to do a lot in the bio, but this does leave a lot of questions, because it's like, does she still live at home? Did she run away? How does she keep making her stuff? Because she has to have all the right supply. She has to have enough quantity. And she would have to have more than one shot on her, so that just in case someone would happen to knock it out of her hand or knock it away from her, she'd be able to pull out another one and still win the fight. I do think it's an interesting disease, though. Like, I find that really unique. I like it. Because, again, you don't usually hear anything like that. I have not seen a movie where someone has gone and injected someone with something and they've clawed out their throat. Like, that's actually really cool. I want to see a movie with that in it. And I'm like, I cringe at the gore, because, you know, it's like, ew, I just imagine doing that. No, but I like it. Okay. Is there a reason she has a yin yang necklace? That's another thing to explain later on in your bio. Blah, blah, blah. She's very smart. To be honest, until you pull out a story for her, I can't say that I see her as a creepypasta character. Like, I'm trying to see her as a creepypasta character, because, I mean, she's creepy. I'm not saying she's not creepy. She doesn't have a good bio, but I don't see her necessarily as a creepypasta. I see her more just as a straight up scary movie type character. I just see her as genuinely, like, something you would put in a horror story, you know? Like, I don't see her as really a creepypasta type story type character. And like I said, once you put up her bio, that might change more, like, quickly for me. I might feel completely different. Like, once her story and stuff is up, I might not feel that way anymore, but I'm trying, like, you did really well on this, so I'm trying to give, like, really good feedback, and I'm like, I can't find anything, because a lot of it makes sense. This is a really thorough bio. Ugh. Okay, ways to kill. Again, in the ways to kill, in the ways to die, I feel like you shouldn't just put slowly and painfully. You know, I feel like you should put her worst fear, way to die. Like, I have a character who's afraid, who can't swim. She never learned. She almost drowned when she was 3. She panicked. Her parents, soon after, had died. She went somewhere else. They didn't know she can't swim, so she never learned. And I mean, like, her worst fear would be to drown. I mean, that's my worst fear. That's, like, one of my worst fears. That, or to be wounded and have to die slowly like that. So, I mean, you can have, like, a certain way. Now, dying from boredom does not count. So you can't use that. But you can have, like I said, maybe someone using her weapon against her. Because, I mean, that's her main weapon. However, when it comes to her weapon, I feel like she should have another weapon on her. The only reason why I say that, and it doesn't have to be anything like big. It could even be just like a gun. It could be a pocket knife. Just something that she can use in case something backfires. Because if she's really, really smart, she would know that she would need something else on her at all times, just in case. Anyway, so yeah, the dies, the ways to die, you just kind of need to edit that a little bit. The targets to killing, maybe consider saying people who have or might ridicule her. Because if she has a fear of being ridiculed, perhaps she lets that take over her mind at certain points, and so she goes after those people to get kind of like a revenge. Like, who are you ridiculing now? Ha ha ha. She was like the only child. So that's what it seems like. When it comes to the voice actors thing, I think you should put a link in your bio so that people can see who you're talking about, because I don't know her personally. Like, I want to watch that show, but I don't know who she is. I don't know the voice actor. I don't know what her voice sounds like. So maybe try putting stuff in there. Okay, when you write hedonist, put in parentheses what it means, at least the first time, so that people like me who are a little slow, we can know right off the bat what it is, instead of having to go and look it up and then feeling like complete idiots because we had to go look it up, because I felt really dumb after that. Overall, I think that this is a really great character, and she's not, I read your description, she's not like a Mary Sue or anything. She's actually really well put together. She's really well constructed. She's not overbearing. She's not overpowering. She's still human. She could be killed. I feel like you should put more into, like, perhaps her flaws, like physical problems. Because, like, with my creepypasta OC, I've mentioned that you can hear her coming, because she has that one foot that drags on the ground, so people can hear her coming. So, maybe just have, like, certain flaws like that. So maybe, like, when she taps her hands, it makes noise. And so sometimes she'll tap her hands when she's waiting for people, or she's chasing them down, and she's kind of thinking. So maybe that's, like, one of her flaws, is because then people can maybe hear her tapping her hands together, or, just little flaws that will make her physically, more, I can't think of the word, but maybe just make physical flaws so that people can hear her, people can catch on to her, things like that. Because overall, I really, really like her, because, she's got disorders, that are reasonable. She's got disorders. She's not, like, madly in love with anyone. She has sociopathy. It's not like, oh, she's a sociopath, but she's in love with, like, 56 men. It's not some stupid thing like that. She's got APD, which I had actually never heard of until I read it in your bio today. So I found that really interesting. I like her phobias. I still don't know about the fear of boredom one, but, I mean, I like her allergies. Her habits and everything. It's all pretty solid. I mean, I don't really see anything wrong with it. Like I said, I work on the parents' age, because I feel like that's fairly unrealistic, unless you're gonna say, oh, the mom was a 16-year-old when she had her baby. So, I mean, that's a bit pushing it. But other than that, I think it's a pretty good. The grandfather is perfectly fine. Like, he's not, like, 67. That's how old my grandma is, I think, somewhere around there. So that works. But other than that, I think that's all I really have for it. I'm sorry if there wasn't, like, a bunch of deep, in-depth criticism, but I honestly think that she's actually got a lot of stuff set for her, and I'm not, like, a professional reviewer, so I wouldn't know what to point out in the cases that I think were wrong. All I can say is, perhaps, if this does not go well in the creepypasta fandom, take her out of that and create her as her own universe kind of character, because in my personal opinion, I don't really see her as a creepypasta character. And like I said, that might just be me. I might read like her story and stuff when you finally come out with it, and I may love her. I may think she is the creepiest thing ever and stuff like that. Like, I'm not saying she's not. I just don't really see it. But then again, I've only seen a bunch of the oh, I'm Jeff the Killer's girlfriend. So, I mean, you know. Well, other than that, I think that's all I've got for right now. Thank you for letting me review your OC. I absolutely loved her. I think it's really cool, and I hope that this helps you in some way. This was a lot longer than I expected it to be, so thank you again, and I hope everyone has a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Kuroku out!